Baro Ki'Teer is here, and we're going to go over everything that he has. Is it worth buying, and is it worth buying for platinum if you're going to trade it? So, brand new this week, Baro has Ki'Teer, Reverence, Ephemera, which you can see right here has like, it's just an ephemera for, I guess, like the floor, your legs, whatever. It has like pulsing at each foot, and I think this might look funny on Wisp, but I actually want to check this out later. Currently, this is 250 ducats, 350,000 credits. We have Prime Smite Infested, 350 ducats, 140,000 credits. Prime Smite Infested is not really going for a lot unless you're going to push for... honestly, if you're going to push for like 100, might be worth you selling it. But if you're not going to make at least 100 off of this, and this is going to go for every primed mod, if you're not going to make at least 100 off of it unranked, then I would say don't really bother selling it. It is going for cheaper on the markets on the PC side, so you might be able to sell it, you might struggle selling it, but ultimately, I'd say for the ducats you're going to have to spend, or the parts you're going to have to turn into junk just to try to turn this into, I don't know how easily this one is going to sell. Prime Fast Hands, I think, would sell a little bit easier, and Prime Shard Shell would definitely sell easier than that, but let's back up. Prime Fast Hands is 375 ducats, 120,000 credits, and I would say definitely get this for yourself if you don't have one. Prime Shard Shell, definitely get this for yourself if you don't have one. This is 350 ducats, 200,000 credits, and as far as selling this goes, again, for all Prime mods, if you're not making at least 100 platinum off of it, I'd say it's not really worth turning your ducats or your junk parts into ducats just to sell this. You're realistically better off taking your junk parts, building sets out of them, and selling the sets for more platinum. Overall, really would be the best thing to do if your goal is to make platinum. So we also have a Lisette Prisma skin for 120,000 ducats and 150,000 credits. We have the Quanta Vandal, which is worth getting because this is Master rank if you don't have it already. So that's 450 ducats, 300,000 credits. We have the left Prisma Ito shoulder plates, which are 100 ducats and 55,000 credits. We also have the right one, which is 100 ducats, 55,000 credits. We have the Prisma Ito chest plate for 225 ducats, 250,000 credits. The knee plates right here, both going for 100 ducats and 55,000 credits. We have the Mantis Prisma skin for 230 ducats, 375,000 credits. And this is really just a skin for the Mantis, kind of like the Lisette. Personally, I think these look really cool, either one. And especially when you color them, they can look, they can kind of look really good. So I would say that if you're in the business of decorating yourself and you have the important stuff like things that are going to get you master rank or even all the mods, and you have leftover ducats and stuff, yeah, might as well if you use the Lisette or the Mantis. Next we have the Prisma Obex. This I would say get for yourself because it is master rank. Not saying it's any good, but it's master rank. This is 500 ducats, 175,000 credits. We have the Damas Syandana, which you guys can see right here. This is going to be 600 ducats and 400,000 credits. And that's all the Syandana really is. So there are better Syandanas. I'm not going to say to grab that, but Orokin Tower Extraction Scene, which is just for Captura. This is 325 ducats, 175,000 credits. Believe this is tradable? Yeah, it is. If we hover over it, it's got the trade symbol. So I don't see really anybody asking for Capturas for the most part. So it might be a little bit harder to sell. Not that you can't, but might be a pain. So I don't recommend getting that to sell it. Ki'Teer Atmos Oculus, which is really just like cosmetic for your operator. It looks good. It's not bad looking. That's 525 ducats, 375,000 credits. Next we have the Mirage Immortal skin, which is just a skin for Mirage. It is not actually the Mirage Warframe. This is 550 ducats, 100,000 credits. We have the Taxon Desert Camo skin, which is also just a skin. It is 200 ducats and 150,000 credits. We also have the Prisma Companion Poster for 90 ducats, 110,000 credits. We have the Blue Ki'Teer Safari K-Drive Scrawl. This is going for 75 ducats and 75,000 credits. And we have the Elixis Latron Pistol Skin, which is just a skin. That's 400 ducats, 215,000 credits. And we have the Lemnas Staff Skin, which again is just a skin, 350 ducats, 275,000 credits. And we have the Deimos Sizux Prex, which is just a Prex card. You could use this as shelving on your ship. It's not really that expensive, although I wouldn't really go out of my way to buy a bunch of these. I only have a lot because there was an event that dropped tons and tons of these. Wish Warframe did those events where they drop tons and tons of items again. We have 70, this is for 75 ducats, 100,000 credits. And we have Prime Fulmination, which, yeah, I would say get this. It is tradable, although, like I said, for all Prime mods, if you're not making at least 100, it's not really worth you burning the ducats on it if you're not going to make 100 plat back. This is 350 ducats, 175,000 credits. And again, yes, get this for yourself if you don't already have one. We have the Bekran Zaf's equipment, which is, I don't know how to feel about this. I remember the day that this was brand new. It was like a broom in a bucket, or like a mop in a bucket. And I'm like, what's the message here? What are you trying to tell us? Like, hey, Tenno, you dirty, go clean yourselves up. Like, I don't know why, but this exists and it's a thing. This is 100 ducats, 125,000 credits. We have the Aged Claret of Dinos, which is 100 ducats and 100,000 credits. The Feypath Ephemera, which is 15 ducats and 1,000 credits, which I remember mentioning this 2 weeks ago. Yes, I guess it is here every time, and every time it is crazy cheap. Like, they're just trying to throw it away, and they're like, please have this. So if you don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like as an ephemera. And moving on, we have Sands of Inaros Blueprint, which is how you get Vanilla Inaros. This is 100 ducats and 25,000 credits. And if you are Inaros, when you visit Baro Ki'Teer, he brings Baro's Void Sigil for 100 ducats and 25,000 credits. What this ultimately does is allows you to get extra cosmetics for Inaros when you complete this. It is like a defense mission, and you can do this up to 5 times and earn 5 different rewards. After that, there's no more new rewards. But if you had like a squad or clanmates or whatever that bought a bunch of these, I would recommend kind of running them together so you can kind of rush through collecting all of the cosmetics that it has. And I do quickly want to mention that any of you that become a Patreon at any level of, Patreon of mine, you guys will wind up getting this. Just let me know if you're the first level Patreon and I will send this off to you. But what this is an entire list of everything Baro Ki'Teer has ever brought. And what's cool about it is that it tells you the absolute totals of everything that he has. 64 million credits, 98,000 ducats, almost 99,000 ducats. It probably will be after I add today's item. But you can basically click everything that you already own, and it will reduce the overall cost for you. Because why is this cool? Because Baro Ki'Teer is coming for TennoCon, and for those of you that get the digital TennoCon ticket, you guys will have access to everything Baro has ever brought. And I know for years, I've watched Tenno just go nuts going, oh, I need to get as many ducats as possible, as many credits as possible. But do you? Now you'll know exactly how many ducats and credits you actually have to work for if your goal is to collect everything Baro ever has. If it's not, and you just want to collect specific things, you can still just click everything else off the list that you're not worried about collecting. It'll still give you the overall totals. But all in all, this is really useful, and it's something that I wish I had when I started playing Warframe. But like I said, this is just a part of my Patreon rewards, and again, this is limited time for those of you that are first level or first tier Patreons. Just tell me about this in my Discord if you're a first tier Patreon, and I will send this over to you, like an extra copy for you. And you could manipulate and do whatever you want yourself with it, but it's just really cool. Thank you everybody so much for watching. That's what Baro has this weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.